Yes, if you don't mind, I wanted to get into the role that you have at studios that you work at as a producer. Just a little bit insight in terms of what that entails in terms of your responsibility like on a day to day.
On our end, at least especially in the post world, on the visual effects world, we're the last caboose on the train, right? We're the last to hear anything, even though we should be mentioned at the very beginning. And a lot
Mm,
of high end people know that. And we understand that. A lot of the stuff comes together. It's like, hey, here's what we put together. As I always like putting it, is there's a bunch of Lego pieces that get dumped on us, and they're like, "Can
mm,
you put something together with this?" And of course, they have a vision. They're trying to share their vision, but their vision probably changed, and we don't know that it changed. So putting the aspects together, of course, you always start at the very beginning, which is what's the budget? What's the budget? What am I working with? What's my time schedule? Once you map that out and come down, like, okay, here's my budget. Here's how I can spend. Here's how I can be very conservative with it because it is a business. You want to make sure everything's clean, all the I's are dotted, T's are crossed. You look at the timeline, and then you really start reaching out to like who are the strengths of what needs to get done. And you start putting together your team that can start assembling all these Lego pieces. With that being said, as your point, you also want to put together people with the right personalities and attitudes because you got to look at it like, okay, are we working a gig that, I know this person loves being off on the weekends, enjoying their family. This person loves being home at a good time to do homework with their kids or just having a nice dinner at the end of the day. So you always look at like the project, timeline, budget, and just can you massage something to make sure people are as comfortable as possible? Because at the end of the day, the job's gonna get crazy.
100%.
So that's kind of like the inception of everything. Once you're in the mix, once you're going, that's when the fun kicks in. What needs to be done has to be done and how to plan for it. And like working with gentlemen like yourself, you guys have such a keen eye and there's certain things that stand out that can come mountains. You know what I'm saying? Everyone looks at it like a molehill. For me, instance, I know we have a timeline and I'm going to hammer down. I need certain stuff done by a certain timeline. But at the end of the day, you guys can pinpoint something like, hey, this right here will be a problem. And this right here being a certain frame, certain pixel, maybe a plug-in needed, a certain shot that's just not going to look right or isn't looking right that might be already in the canon, ready to get launched. And that's when great teams come together with solutions and really just see how we can hit deadlines with all the capabilities we have.